Welcome to This Week in Crazy America with me, Reese Hancock. This week we have a woman who called 911 to report her private parts were on fire, a KKK face mask for a grocery shopper in California, the daring COVID jailbreak in Chicago, and the Bronx bleach thrower. He's still on the run. Now, folks, before we get into those stories, I would invite you to sign up to our channel. Press the subscribe button below for alerts on stories and videos that we put out throughout the week, including this weekly roundup. And they'll provide you with all the stories that you need to know to get you through this pandemic and beyond. Now, let's get into it. Our award for Crazy of the Week. It's not even a close call this week. It goes to Ohio's Katrina Morgan, who phoned 911 to report her private parts were on fire. Now, the local emergency services, taking no chances, raced to the scene to find not even a hint of a fire down below in Katrina's nether regions. It was all a joke, of course, to her. She was completely drunk, as the cops discovered. She stopped laughing, though, when they dragged her away to jail. Maybe that will give her a chance to cool down. We'll see. So much choice has been taken away from all of us in these days of lockdown that we know that selecting a mask of one's preferred colour and fabric, well, it could be the one area where we can still exercise at least a bit of autonomy. But some folks, well, they've just taken that freedom far too far. There's no excuse for the portly middle-aged fellow who turned up at a South California grocery store wearing a KKK hood as his protective gear. The question is, though, does he really espouse the beliefs of the Klan, or was he just thumbing his nose at the politically correct establishment? We're trying to track the guy down for comment so that we can all find out, and we'll keep you posted, of course. In Illinois, meanwhile, a crafty jailbird found a much more practical use for his COVID mask. Inmate Jaquez Scott managed to escape from a Chicago jail by donning a protective mask and assuming the identity of a very similar-looking fellow who was actually about to be released. So Scott just put the mask on, just walked out the door, no questions asked. Doesn't make the authorities look very good, but you've got to applaud the inmate's ingenuity. At this time, as far as we know, he's still on the run. We'll follow what happens. So while the hooded chopper from Southern California and Jaquez Scott in the Chicago jail were premeditated in the things they did, over on the East Coast, another gentleman got himself into trouble for a poor reaction, really a very poor reaction, but just in the moment. The Bronx man was upset at getting shortchanged by one of those damn laundromat machines. He probably put a few bucks in, we've all been there, and got about 2 quarters back. But most of us don't react the way he did. The guy threw a tantrum in the laundromat and hurled a bottle of the toxic cleaning fluid at a poor female worker at the establishment. Now cops are hunting the man that we at Crazy America have dubbed the Bronx bleach thrower. They're trying to track him down before he can do any more damage. Meanwhile, this week we also learned of the sickening case of Noelle Rescati, who left her 6-year-old son in the same room while she held an X-rated Zoom call with her beau, who is behind bars. Now, we don't want to go into too much detail of what Rescati was doing on that call, but it's enough to say it was disturbing enough that she may now be looking at jail time herself. Finally, on a lighter note, we chuckled at the tale of a chicken down in Louisiana who was said to have been terrorizing customers at a local bank. Cops were dispatched to tackle the miscreant. However, they arrived on the scene just a touch too late to find that the suspect had, how can we put it, flown the coop. Anyway, that's all we've got time for you this week, folks. As I said before, please consider subscribing to the channel and you'll get regular updates on all the crazy stories you need to learn to get you through the pandemic and beyond. And above all, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. Bye for now.